Oh, it's amazing. There's so much energy, there's so many people chatting, there's so many great ideas that are being explored. And the most exciting part of the whole thing is that we're seeing people that may not have come into contact with each other now sharing ideas, talking about what might be possible. So when you see that occurring, it's impossible not to be inspired by all of that energy.
I think cross-industry collaborations are very important because everyone brings a different piece of the puzzle to the table. Some bring data, some bring expertise, and some bring, I guess, the authority and influence to bring it together.
I think that it's multiple applications of AI that is also impressed me a lot, such as someone integrated the food intake analysis, someone also did so many the primary care disease prevention predict. That is a really large range of the topics.
Well, I think we have to come to the Datathon with questions in mind and with pertinent clinically driven questions. So this Datathon will help because with such a large amount of data, we can achieve two primary aims. One is to get concrete information for clinical practice, and more importantly is to get further insights into the data and to generate more questions for further research.
Then the participants would have to bring their own laptops along and their own tools and download the data physically onto their machines. With Google Cloud, they can just access it directly and they have access to enormous amounts of compute power to do their data modeling.
This event this year is definitely bigger. Last year we only offered clinical data coming from our group from MIT, as well as a clinical data coming from Singapore, and this year we're offering for the first time some medical imaging as part of the Datathon event as
well. It's always helpful to invest in research analytics because I think that's the way that we uncover new truth and that we uncover new ways of solving problems. And it's interesting because it accelerates or some of the solutions that you come up with help to uncover new problems, but then they really change the face of healthcare delivery, I think.
Currently, IBM puts a lot of efforts on the data analysis, not only for the medical image, but also for medical data for the EHR system analysis, data mining, and we also provide the hardware environment, puts the cloud to accelerate the AI processing, to give the strong capability to let the AI engineer can faster get the models, get the results. And from software level, we have serious software to help the industry to accelerate the work. And we also have research team, like me, come from research team. We design the algorithm, we design the prototype to give more capability to healthcare.
What SG Innovate hopes to achieve out of this is very simple. We want to come into contact, get to know, have a chance to work with amazing men and women that are already trying to build exciting new capabilities for the healthcare area. With an aging population around the world, new technology to solve these sorts of healthcare challenges is required. It's critical. So bringing data, bringing technology together, so important, and we're excited to be a part of it.
So our group is primarily focused on leveraging data that is routinely collected in the process of care. We feel that there are so many insights that could be gleaned from the data that is stored by hospitals, but currently they're locked away in some servers. And our group has been in the area of liberating this data, making them available to as many investigators as possible. One of the obstacles that we've encountered in this field is that the expertise that are needed to be able to take advantage of this data are typically working in silos. So that means that the clinicians are not collaborating with the data scientists. And the clinicians are important because they understand the context of how the data was collected. They understand what are the relevant problems that we need to apply machine learning on. And clearly the data scientists would have the expertise in the different methodologies in trying to answer those questions and address those information gaps. So our group has been involved in trying to change the culture on the ground, and we feel that these events are really successful in bridging the gap between the data scientists and the clinicians.
I mean, all we're looking for right now is, we know there are real problems in the medical area in terms of not enough of this or not enough of that. Maybe there's not enough caregivers in this country. Maybe the backlog of images is taking too long to analyze. There's so many problems that technology can play a positive role. So our milestone or takeaway is simply, can we be a part of helping those people ready to tackle those problems, make a bit of progress? And if they can get to where they're going faster, then we are thrilled.
There's a tendency for us to live in our own bubbles where we tend to hang around people similar to ourselves. So we hope that more of these things can happen.
Since this event is bigger and bigger, and IBM as the industry leader, we definitely want to participate in those kind of activities and show our capability in this domain.
I think it's a great idea for other companies to join the Singapore AI Datathon and Expo because you meet so many different people from a clinical perspective from different nations as well as Singapore and get access to all of the different problems that they're trying to solve as well.
So I think the AI Datathon and Expo is a catalyst. This is going to really spark the plug. This is going to inspire people to engage and work with each other, and this is going to inspire people to think of the applications of machine learning and artificial intelligence with the health of the Singaporean population in mind.
I would urge any technology company to be a part of this type of event, this hackathon, this datathon, for the simple reason that technology and health are critically together. There is no way that the future of health will progress without the enabling capabilities of technology. Any technology that is not involved in this field deeply and intimately and daily is going to miss a very critical opportunity. And events like this Datathon are where they get to see what's happening and get to show what they can contribute.